All right, all right, all right, all right. Hello, welcome, 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 peoples. Beautiful, intelligent peoples that you are. You definitely are. Let's go. I'm Johnny with Bologna and Wieners Coding on YouTube. Lone Soldier here on Twitch. Let's go turn it up. Let's go turn it up. Turn up your turn-ups. Turn up them turnips, boys and girls. Again, I'm Johnny. I appreciate you all stopping by, watching. Again, you guys are much better than I. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. You know, I have my days. All right. But regardless, we still continue troopering on, trying to help you guys learn and grow, because you are the future. The future. I don't know where I was going with that, but I just rolled with it. The future. Okay, as usual, I must finish up with the mod stuff. I will do my best to get through it quickly, if that's at all possible. I don't know if that's possible with me, guys and gals. I do try. All right, and again, bear with me if you're watching this while it's not live. Feel free to just skip forward 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. All right. Let's see. Oh, and here. Program wanted me to save. Of course it would do that. Okay, I have to open. It never fails. How does it do that stuff? All right, having technical difficulties. It's not too bad. Just looking for. I think I found it. Yeah, we're okay. WordPad does weird stuff. It's not supposed to exist anymore. How do I still have WordPad, guys? And I'm on Windows 11, and the system has the most current updates too. Ha ha ha. That's because I'm big brain over here, and I learned it from another big brain girl. She's intelligent, and she knows what she's doing. She gave me the ideas. What was her name again? Let's see if I can find her name. Do I still have that? Maybe I do. Let me open this. I might actually have that. Let's see. There it is. Did I keep her name? Yes, I did. Laura Pippig. Pippig. Thank you, Laura. Pippig? I hope I said that right, or did I say that wrong? I'm terrible. I didn't mean to ruin your last name. But I tells ya, you are one intelligent, beautiful lady. I will say that. Okay. Powie Kazowie. Let's throw in some Powie Kazowies. Again, guys and gals, if you want to just get straight to the content, please feel free to skip forward. You will eventually find when the content begins, I will also try to drop in let's get into this timestamp for you on YouTube. Sorry, I'm multitasking with my brain right now. Okay, and okay. Again, I'm just a solo guy doing solo videos. I'm my own mod, doing my own modding and software fixing and repairs and all that goodness. Because I can. All right. There we go. Let's get into this, guys and gals. I know you want to just get right to it and learn. Let's learn some Winforms. Again, I know Winforms has been around a long time. There's other stuffs without getting into too much details. I like Winforms because, it's, to say it like kindly, I know I have my days and I'm not perfect, guys, okay? It's very user friendly, okay? It's very user friendly for someone that is kind of new to this sort of stuff, okay? Again, I'm using Visual Studio. That's my IDE. It's, again, Microsoft, that's amazing how they're letting us use their $10,000 software. I don't know, it's probably more or less, I don't know, but for free, right? That's so amazing. And I'm actually grateful for the fact that I'm able to do this right from home. Okay, very grateful and thankful. Okay, that's the current version. If you're looking for the ID, this is the one I recommend. There are other IDs. You can use whatever you choose. You're your own individual person, right? You be you, you do you. Okay. Community version, Microsoft Visual Studio, free download. Just do that in a quick search on your browser. You'll find it. And this is the current version I'm using. Actually, I was supposed to do an update, but I didn't do it yet. There is actual new update. And so yeah, Winforms is just very user friendly. Drag and drop the things that you need right from the toolbox. Very simplistic, very user friendly. I also find it very, like, obviously Winforms has had a lot of support. There's been updates and what else not they've done to create this fine program so that we can create our own applications, right? And yeah, so, and I feel that it's very robust, it's solid, right? I haven't had any issues, no major breaks in the code, if you will. There is one thing that does happen, but I do have a workaround for it. If it happens, I'll show you how to do the workaround. It's a matter of just I don't want to get into details, but yeah, WPF, I just had like it's like a file is locked out and it's unable to save to the file. Things are running too, and there's processes. Obviously the application's running, but anyways, I came across those issues. And when you spend hours and hours and hours writing code and such, especially if you're working with XAML, and then for it to just break in the end, well, my interest level just went right. So, but Winforms is just, it's solid, it's robust, and very user friendly. All right, thank you guys for creating this. And again, you're going to want to learn C# language. Okay, have some tea and let's get into this. So I've decided, what have I decided? What are we going to do? Let me close this one. And which one am I working out of here exactly? Is it this one? Oh yeah, maybe it is. I've added a few extra forms to this one. Yeah, I've got a few things I want to share. Okay. All right, so we're kind of done with Form 1. There are other things I could do with it, but I just wanted to get to the point where, I'm displaying values and such. I still have to do the service controllers. That it's not that critical, guys. It's just, it's a threading thing. That's all it is, really. And then we got this picture box, right? So maybe we should do that. Let's get the picture box done, and then we'll create a new form. How's that sound? So the picture box. Now, so what you need, like you want an image for your program, right? How do we do that? Okay. Now, remember in the beginning, recall, guys and gals, in your file explorer, right? If you're on Windows, you know what I'm talking about. So let's say this all correctly. I'm trying to give you all good support and advice here. Visual Studio, okay? It's installed on your C drive, right? That's common, that's normal, okay? Correct? You should also be saving any applications that you make also on your C drive. Do be aware, guys and gals, that you're going to want a fairly decent sized amount of, I have solid state for my, I'm using NVMe for my C drive. So, but I was silly and I recommend a minimum 1 terabyte. I'm just going to say that, okay? For an NVMe stick. Minimum 1 terabyte. I'm making it work with just half of that. So anyways, so you're going to save your applications on your C drive. Again, every folder that you create, so somewhere on your C drive, create a new folder called dev or not programs, that's a bad name. Whatever you want to choose, my applications, something like that. So your very first folder is going to be called C:\my applications. That's just a hypothetical. You could think of whatever you want to call it. Again, no spaces. Don't use spaces in your words. Okay? Group them together. Kind of like what I have here for drop and sauce. There's no spaces. Okay? It's just things flow better. Things will run better. You won't have any issues. When you have spaces, like I know space is a character on the ASCII table. I do understand that. But I don't know. Somewhere there's a break. So just avoid it. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? No spaces even in your program name. Okay? No spaces. Now that's going to be on your C drive. All right? Somewhere on your C drive, right? So you're going to have subfolders. You might have a subfolder called Visual Studio Projects. Okay? And then you'll have another subfolder inside of that called, I don't know, C# programs or C# applications. Again, all no spaces. Okay? Your path or your paths have to have no spaces. So backsplash, it'll be a bunch of words, a series of words. Again, no spaces. All right? I hope I'm clear about that. It's very important. Now, find that location. When you create a new Winforms project, okay, I'm not going to, I would show you my file explorer. I have nothing secretive to hide or anything. I don't do weird stuff. I just code and do Unity stuff and even AutoCAD stuff. So, but the thing is, it's for me, it's a privacy thing. Okay, it's no offense to you watching. And I mean, I grew up old school, hard school. Okay, if my words and such are strong, I apologize for that. It's just that's the generation I grew up with. All right, guys? Okay, we're a little bit firm, a little bit strong type individuals. Sorry for that. I am who I am. Kind of like Popeye. I yams what I yams. All right, so just bear with me. I'm not trying to be mean to you. All right, I'm just trying to be firm in my application of explaining things. That's all. Okay, so you'll go to the folder. Let's say you have it as C# apps as an example. You might even have another subfolder called Winforms. I have some, there's some of my folders go into a few layers, lower levels, okay? And so you look for the project name. So I'm going to go inside that folder. I'm just showing and explaining to you the path, how to get there. Again, we're on our C drive. You got to know where you're saving this stuff, okay, guys and gals? You got to know where you're saving your application, okay? All right, again, Solution Explorer is technically speaking a direct link to that as well. Okay, so whatever you do here, you're going to see in there as well. So on your File Explorer, again, I'm not sharing it because it's privacy issue. What I have on my computer is my own beeswax, okay? I'm not saying it's mean, but it's none of your beeswax. Just like the stuff on your computer is none of my beeswax, right? You feel me? You follow me? You feel me? You feels me? You follows me? All right, continuing on. So look for the name of your project. You go inside of it, so just double click it. Mine's called Drop and Sauce, so go inside of it. Remember, we created this folder called Resources, okay? You'll see that. Get lost. God. I'm trying to be nice here, but these annoying weird phone numbers, they can like explicitives, lots of them. All right, continuing on. So, resources, okay? We're going to actually put a picture into the resources, okay? I'm going to show you how to do that. But you have to, so you're going to go to the old internet. You're going to search for a picture. A lot of times I'll use snipping tool. If you're using Windows, snipping tool is great to, it's instead of doing a screenshot or a print screen or a capture screen, do snipping tool. Maybe you only want so much of the image, right? Snipping tool is a great little program for capturing smaller images. Again, bits and bytes, guys and gals. This is my tips, right? You don't want a 1080 photo in your 1080 program, okay? That just sounds like silly. Okay, so find something that's reasonable, not too large, not too small, and then snipping tool it. Okay, so I'm going to look for, I have one here already. I'm just going to use it. Let's see, let me find it here. Bear with me. Okay, now just trying to recall where I put it. Okay, well, go into the pictures folder. That would help. Okay, and let's see. C#, did I put it in C# maybe? Probably thumbnails, I imagine. Okay, yes, okay, here we go. So I found it. I'm gonna, okay, so the image so you do a snipping tool, save it somewhere, make sure you remember where you're saving it. You'll save it in the pictures folder, right? If you're organized, C drive, pictures, and look for it. Now you can click the image and go properties, okay? And you'll get details. All right? So this is what you're looking for, and I don't think there's anything really I have to worry about here. But here we go. I'm in the properties and I've clicked the details of my image. I want to know the dimensions of my pixels, my pixelations, the lakesalations of the pixelations, you know, bits and bytes and pixels by pixels, okay? I'm just messing around, okay, guys? Trying to keep it somewhat interesting without being too cynical. All right. It's just been one of them days for me, guys. Started off not too pleasant, that's all. But for you, I keep going. So I have 558 by 556. It's almost a perfect square. So, okay, so you need to know that information. Write it down somewhere. So what I tend to do, let me just go like this. I think I make them 3 wider on the X and Y. I just want to double check. Which one have I been working on? Here we go, this one. Okay, and so, yeah, I believe I make them 3 wider, okay? So, all right, I'm going to leave it at that. So going back to here, so just follow along here, okay? A little bit of a process to do this. Going back to here, let's click this, okay? I've clicked my picture box. We can size it anytime we want. I haven't locked it, so it doesn't matter. But I want to change the size, okay? Remember, 558 by 556. Okay, X and Y. So 558 plus 3, 561, correct? So that's going to be my X. And then my Y is 556 plus 3 is 559. Hopefully it fits. Maybe it's too large. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty large. Okay? Pretty large. No bueno. I should have got a smaller picture, right? So you're going to want to make certain of that, right? So the other thing you could do is, so take this. Let's say you've created your program already, and you could just kind of size this roughly to what you want it to be. There's a little bit of room here still, so I could go like this maybe. And like that, something like that, right? So now I have an idea what size my image should be, right? A rough idea. So I need something that is 409, 439, something like that. And I can look here and see if I can find something, I don't know, or you could fit them in too and such, but yeah, that's too large. I'm gonna maybe I'll use a card. I'll just use a card or something, because I know those are kind of smaller. A deck of cards, and let me just go like this. I want to see what size it is again. That's large as well. What's up? Okay, what's this one? Bear with me while I look for something that's reasonable in size, because these are large. You can also ICO convert them. Let me just see some of these other ones. I need 400 and something, right? 400 by 400, something like that. Properties. Okay, I have 160 by 232. I'll use a card, okay? Let's use the Ace of Hearts. I'm going to copy that. I'm copying it because I actually have these saved. I converted them. You can shrink them. It's a website you can go to, ICO Convert. You actually need that so you can create icons for your program. But you don't really need to do that for a picture box. That's another video in itself, creating an icon. Again, guys, I mean, views and sharing is caring and all those things. That kind of is what keeps me going. I know I do 100% appreciate those that do watch, but in all niceties and kindness, it's just not enough. After a while, a guy goes, why am I even doing this? All right, but those that do watch, it makes me feel good knowing that I'm helping you. All right, I'm gonna go into here and I'm gonna paste it. Okay, there we go. It's called 27. I'm gonna rename it to ace-hearts and underscore, if I could type, hearts, HEARTS. There, I just renamed it. It shouldn't be in here yet. I don't think it'll see it yet. I have to actually add it. So let me go properties. So what I've done, guys, okay, just to be clear here. So I'm in File Explorer. I cut the image. I took it from my regular pictures folder. I cut it or copied it. It's probably a good idea to keep a backup just in case you lose it or whatever. And so I copied it, and now I pasted it into my resources folder in File Explorer. Okay, I'm on the C drive, the name of the program, go deep inside the program, you'll see the resources folder, just paste it in there. Again, we're not seeing it here yet, and I know it's kind of it's live one-on-one communication with your File Explorer. This Solution Explorer, I know it's a lot to say. They do link together, but we have to add it in here still. So the first thing I'm going to do is, well, now I know the size of my image, okay? All right, so I'm going to go like this. Oh, look, my image is 160 by 232, okay? I just needed something smaller, so we're just rolling with it. Okay, so I'm going to go here, and I'm going to change the size of it. I could probably fit 2 in here maybe, but we'll just go with this for now. 160 makes this 163, and it's 232, which makes this 235. Okay, there we go. See, I could add another one easily. So I could copy this and paste, and I'm going to add another one. I probably have room for 4. So I'll just do a couple of them, just as an example here for you. Okay, I'm going to call it 1, and I'm going to call this one 2. Okay, we'll just do a, whoops. Be careful. Make sure you change the name of it. That's all it was. Okay, there. All right, and I probably would have room for 2 more if I made it a little bit bigger, but that's okay. So let me get another card. This one here. Whoops. Actually, yeah, let's do this one. Are these ones resized? I'm gonna do this one because this one's cool. I love this one. Is it the same size? You're gonna love this when you see this. Details. It's a little bit bigger. Okay, but that's okay. I'll copy it anyways. Copy. And I'm gonna paste it into my resources. And I'm gonna rename it Girl. And there we go, girl image. Okay. Now it's a little bit bigger. That's okay. This is just for funsies and to show you. So I'll show you. This is the size of it, 158, 236. All right, and I'm gonna go 3 wider on the X, so 161. And 236 takes me to 239. Okay. What is it going? Oh my goodness! Get with the program, Bob. Not even paying attention where I'm clicking. Hang on. Okay, let's do that again. All right, here we go. Here, go to the right spot, not location, silly. Good enough. Okay. This one's fixed, right? 163. Okay, let's do this one quickly first. Go to size, guys. Size. What? I thought that's what I was doing. 239. 163. 239. The other one is properties. It's a little bit bigger, not much. Again, it's based on your when you're doing snipping tool, you'll get whatever size. Okay, there we go. That's good. Okay, so I've got both of these images inside in File Explorer. Again, look for your program, look for the resources folder, and paste them right in there on your File Explorer. So now how do we link them? We need to activate them in the sense. So here's where we go to here. Whoops, my bad. Click the name of your program. Right click, properties. Okay, we're gonna go into resources. Oh, look at that, resources. Didn't we just say resources? Yes, resources, right? This is where you do it, right? Even though we've pasted it into the actual folder on File Explorer, we still have to add it in the sense. Okay, add resource, add existing file. We're going to want to look for, drop and sauce, resources, and there we go. So we're going to do both of these. Okay, one. Whoops. And two. Boom. Okay, there we go. So now it's here. You want them in here, guys. Okay, same thing with your icon image. All right, save that. And we're done here. Okay, I believe there's nothing else. There's sometimes you have to do something here, but Winforms, you don't have to. Everything's good here. Yeah, there's nothing else there. Okay, close. Make sure you just click close. All right, there, done. So now it's actually in here. So check it out. There it is, right there. See? Check it out. Right? Sometimes you have to tell the program. The program doesn't know where things are. You just have to like wake it up and go, "Hey, Bob, it's right here." Okay? All right, so now we can actually physically add them in. So if I click this one's going to be our hearts. And we look for image. Okay, image. And if I click the three dots, it'll be here in our list. All right, there's that one. And now let's do the other one. All right. Oh, that's the wrong one. What am I doing? And that's it. That's how quick and easy it is. I know I explained a few things. I apologies, I didn't share my File Explorer with you, but hopefully you can follow along. Again, you just got to go wherever you save your project. you're going to have that resources folder, okay? Make sure there's copies of the actual pictures in that folder. Then you go to here, resources, add them in, add resource, existing file, right? Save it, close this, go back to your form, and then it's as simple as going image, okay? Now the form itself, if you look, whoops, the form itself, I'm clicking the form because I want the properties of the form, okay? And you can actually that word, add an icon, okay, right here. But that's a different what? Wrong one. Icon, okay? Sheesh, unbelievable. But you have to go to a website, and I'll share the website here. You have to convert it to an ICO file. You can't use a PNG or whatever. These are properties. I'm using PNGs. Yeah, these are PNGs extension, which are okay for your picture boxes, okay? Now, for your icon, because you can have a nice fancy icon. Down here, these are icons, guys and gals. For each program can have its own icon. And that's what this is here, icon. But you have to have a .ico extension file in order to do it. Okay, I want to see if I can find that. Where did I save that link? Bear with me. I'm pretty certain I have it. Is it here? Converting images. That's what I'm looking for. Link support. I'm just in my bookmarks of my browser. Guys and gals. Nope. Why? Man, it's like I'm organized, but I'm disorganized. Sheesh! I know I saved it because it's one of those things. I had it before, and then because I haven't used it for a minute, I lost it and I had to look for it again. The website that does that for you. And I think I found it again. I found it. Here we go. Here it is. Okay. Open a new tab. No. Delete the group. Why is that a thing? I don't need a tab group. Okay, here we go. I'll just go to the main page here. It has a bunch of annoying ads. I think this is the one I used before. It does work. File converter. Okay. Choose file. But what we need to do is essentially convert it to a .ico file. Now, I don't know, man. The website seems to be different. I don't know. Again, I'm kind of frustrated that I lost it, but these stupid commercials, Just hang on, guys. Annoying ads. Okay, I'm just going to share this site here. There is a website on the YouTube, not a website, a YouTube channel, how to convert PNG to ICO. Okay? Just look for that. And there you go. And Bob's your uncle. Now, ICO converter is one of them weird things. Money this, money that. I don't know. I don't have a recommendation. But there was a website. It was better than this one. This one just seems trash. I don't know if they changed it or what. But that's all you need to do is you need to change it to an ICO file. Okay? I'm going to leave it at that. All right. And I shared a video so you can see how that's done. All right? Perfect. Now, let's do something else. How are we doing for time? Still doing all right. Amazing. I'm supposed to check the stream and such. I think we're okay, but I should check. I'm supposed to check the stream. Okay. All right. Oh, let's run it so you can see it. There we go. Perfecto. Again, their cards are smaller. You can have a larger image. It just depends on the size of your... I got conflictions going on here. Right here, things are going derpy. What's this here? Top, it says? These are top left. So that's why they're merging over each other. So I'm going to go like this. It should fix. This is where anchors come in. Because if you have a window that's sizable or expandable, you're going to have to learn how to anchor. Okay, guys and gals? And I'm just going to select all these, holding control. I'm going to change them all to top. Okay. And they should all be good now. There we go. Perfect. So there's anchoring. Looks good. Random values. Now with this program, I could continue working on this program easily, guys. I could do some if statements and that to make it, if it's a negative, and if this is a negative, you know, return the both answers as positive. Could do those sort of things, right? Easily. Okay, the other thing is double check that you have. So now we have two images, right? We're not quite done here. We got to clean things up. So with images and picture boxes, you do have to do a little housekeeping. And that's where this comes in, okay? So this one's 1. We have to do 2 as well. Okay? And so be aware of that. I want to see, which one do I have that has more than one image? Is it this one? I think so. Yes. Okay. So looking at my code here, image, yeah, we only have one. So yeah. So I'm just going to expand on this code here, Control C, and I'm going to add in, whoops, an and. What did I do? I must have deleted my bracket by accident. And, Control V. This time I'm going to add in 2. Okay, they both have to be true. Again, it's coding jargon, which I'm not going to really get into, guys. And then we're going to do 2 and 2. There we go. Just like that. Oh, I got a double bracket? Okay. That's all it was. Did I add another one? I must have. Just habit, I guess. All right. Now both images are going to be disposed and become null. Okay? Again, that's part of the housekeeping. So do be aware of that. Okay? If you have more than one image, you're going to have to do the same thing in code. It's part of the cleanup crew. All right? And let's go like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. All right, perfect. Reset and reload. See how that did both the pictures? All right. Let's do another form. Okay? Let's do another form. Which one do I want to use this for forms? Let's see. I could use this one, I guess. All right. So sometimes what I'll do is I get a little excited and I want to start creating. So a lot of times I'm like, man, I want a title page or something, right? You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So we want a title page. Because, you know, why not? So I could easily go form 2. I could do it the simpler way, I guess. But we'll kind of work backwards here a little bit. I'm keeping form 1. I don't want to change anything. Form 1's going to stay form 1. So how do I do a workaround? Well, I guess I could rename it, but there's so much code behind. I don't want to mess things up. I've already done all this creating. I want to leave things alone. I don't want to mess things up, okay? How do we create another form? Well, this is how you do it. So click here, the name of your project, right click, add form. Okay? Add form. We're going to add a new Winform, and I'm going to call this A because that's the nice thing about the program. Up here in the solution, well, below Solution Explorer, it'll put the Form A above Form 1, which is what I want. If I go Form T for title or something, it probably would still, but I'm just going to go A. Okay, I'm going to add A. There we go. So this is going to be my main page. Okay, I just double clicked it just to bring up the code behind for it. Okay. Now you have to be aware, right? You kind of have to understand how these programs are created. The fine devs do some code behind work for us so that Form 1 is loaded. So I've created this form, but it's not, I want it to load the main page, right? I'm going to show you probably something nobody else shows you, right? I can show you how to create a second form, like, yay, right? That's just too easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to size my form. I'm going to go like this. Is it 8.25? Keep that. Don't change this. Again, when you change this, it'll mess things up. My start position is going to be center screen. Okay, why not? It's called Form A. Perfect. I could name it also the same as this. I could take this, Control C, and I'm gonna just paste it right here. Okay, there we go. And I'm gonna go back here, and because the main page is gonna have my version. Okay, I'm gonna go like this, and I'm just gonna call it program. Okay, good enough. Okay, all I did was change the title. My Form A is gonna have the version. All right, and then I'm gonna drag and drop, just so we have something. I'm gonna drag and drop one of my picture styles. Okay, just to have something on the screen. Size is going to be this, and the position is going to be this. Location, here we go. Okay, there. All right. And again, I could add a side bar as well if I want, right? I could add one of these, the panel. I'm just gonna do this for now. And I can also, the nice thing about having a second form, you can actually copy and paste. Let me show you something else. So I'm gonna copy this title. I'm gonna go to my Form A and I'm gonna paste it. And there we go. So I'm gonna take the position. The location is 3232. I'm gonna go with the same location. Okay, perfect. It's locked and everything. I'm just gonna leave it. Good enough. Okay, I just wanted something on the screen so you can see it. All right, and we are gonna need some buttons as well. So I'm not gonna add any forms. So I'm gonna have to do kind of some backwards work here. So this is not Form 2. This is going to be main page. I'm gonna rename it to main page. We're kind of doing some backwards work here. And as a matter of fact, that's gonna be the parent, not the child. Okay, good enough. Okay. For our button, yes. Okay, that's going to take us back to the main. And again, if you create more forms, you're going to end up with another form button, Form 2, 1 or 2. But let me just show you how to do this. Okay, so Form A is created. We don't have a button yet. We need a button for, I'm just going to copy this one and paste it because I want to unlock it, but I want to keep the properties, the attributes, right? I don't want to keep retyping stuff. So annoying. Also, you can see that, here's another tip, all right? Tips and tricks here. Bologna&Weiners coding by Johnny, okay? If you notice, the name actually doesn't change either, because they're two different things. They're two different identities, right? They don't conflict with each other. So I'm a little bit particular, OCD, if you will. I'll call anything I have in Form 1, I'll put a 1 behind it. Typically, that's what I'll do. Just to be aware, you can have the same names. There won't be any conflictions in the code behind, okay? Again, just look at them like they're separate identities. Think of it like it's two different cars or two different vehicles. Each vehicle is going to have its own attributes and properties. They're going to be two different items, separate of each other, okay? Makes sense? All right. Now this is inside of a panel, so the location going to be based on the form, not the panel. Tab 1. We don't need the tab to the index to... I haven't changed any of this stuff. See that center? This should be 0. I don't know. It's just what I do, habits. This is locked, so I can't really move it. So I'm going to go like this. There we go. I don't know, close enough. This is going to be called Form 1. All right. And I'm going to change the name, obviously. So it's going to be child. And then Form 1. Okay, see what I do? Name of the program. It's a child form. And it's Form 1. Okay? Now, quickly, I could do create these buttons because we're going to obviously need to do that. And I still have to explain one other thing to you. So thank you for being here and watching and learning. Okay, I figured things out. Mouse hover. Again, I never got any of this information or learned any of this from anybody. This is me figuring it out. Hover. So you get my knowledge. All right, and let's do a leave. We'll just be consistent. Why not? I might not add in all that extra code though. And we need a click. I'm going to try to speed this up, okay? So again, now I'm going to have to do this organization stuff. All right, Form A. I just want to kind of do this. Fields. I don't know if I'm going to need them, so I'm not going to worry about that. We'll need this for sure. Instantiation. And again, you can see the object names don't conflict either. But I'm, again, OCD. It's up to you if you want to do it or not. A lot of times I'll put A just to change the object name. Now, same thing with here. This is going to be 1. I could leave it blank because technically I don't have to put 1. It's 1 implied 1, right? Just like an exponent, we don't need to go x to the 1 power, right? We know it's implied power of 1. Okay, so I'm going to call it A. Good enough. And my organization, just so I'm not lost. I tend to do these sort of things. And form loads, that's going to be our methods. It's method still to me. And there, and here. Cleanup crew. We're not going to really get too deep into that. I just want to show you how to kind of go between. Okay, there we go. And again, these are going to be our events. They're not methods. So we don't have any helpers. I'm going to go like this. Whoops. And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to copy this and put one above there. Okay, and then this is going to get I'm running my mouse into my keyboard. Control X because these are events. Okay, oh, except for that one's not an event. Buttons, only grab the buttons. There we go. Boom. And form a load. Form a load. I'm going to do just hang on. This back color. Okay, I like to do it here. That's what I like to do. Again, it doesn't recognize the object you created, right? They have to match, right? Of course, that's common sense, right? Let's build this quickly. And to save some time for, I'm not going to get too crazy with the, so for the hover, I'm just going to go like this. Okay, you get the idea by now, hopefully. I don't need to keep doing all that again. I don't even think it's really important anyways, but now you know you can do that sort of stuff. Okay. Not too bad. We kind of got stuff going on, right? So you're going to load. We created a Form A, right? Technically, in my mind, Form A comes before Form 1, right? But when you run the program, so let's run it, which one do you think pops up? Form 1 pops up. And you might be pulling your hair and going, oh, that's not what I want. I want Form A. Form A is my title page. Okay, oh, the humanity. And then you're running around your house with your arms flailing up in the air, screaming like a banshee. I'll just use that word. And you're tripping on your shoelaces even though you don't have any shoes on, and you're barefoot and you're still falling on your face, screaming and acted all hysterical. Really, it's all for nothing because it's not really that big of a deal. So, and no. Okay, let me show you a trick. Watch this. Okay, you have to understand things. Program, we're in Solution Explorer. I don't recommend you come in here and play around too much. I'm only doing this just to be clear here, guys and gals, right? The way the Find devs set this up for us, they set it up to load Form 1 for us, okay? Please understand what's happening here, okay? They set it up to always load Form 1, okay? That's our default form. Okay? If you understand kind of what's going on and what they do, you could go here to the main. Okay? I don't recommend you mess around with the main. Main's a void. Oh, in C++, it'll be int, but that doesn't matter. It's okay here. It's a void. Okay, so look, check it out. I double-clicked it. Let me close this. Don't mess with this program too much. Okay, guys? We'll be changing it a lot. The only thing we're going to do is we want it to load Form A. Okay, that's what we want it to do. So all I have to do is go here, change the 1 to an A. That's it. Don't do anything more than that. Okay, please listen. All right. Change it to Form A. So we're forcing it to load Form A. You can do these things, right? You just have to have an understanding. What you can do and what you shouldn't do, okay? It's kind of like licking an electric fence. It's something that you shouldn't do. All right, make sure you save it. Control Home, Shift S, close. Just single close, and there we go. Make sure I build it. Okay, build it, succeeded, and run. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Again, tips and tricks by Johnny here on Bologna&Weiners Coding. Not famous. Those of you that are watching, you are top 1 percentile of intelligence across the world. Let's go. All right. Oh, did I mention that I'm country and proud? That's not funny, kids. What are you talking about? That's a yays. All right, let's get our buttons to work, and then we're going to continue on. So we need to get our buttons to work. All right. So main page this time, I changed it to main page. just so we can go back. Again, any other forms, we would add a new form, form 2, if we were going to have a form 2. So I could copy this, paste. I have to unlock that one. Pasted it right on top. Let me just check something here quickly. It's going to be a dummy button, okay? It's just a term, guys and gals, okay? Even when I was doing structural design and drafting, you have this concept called dummy, a dummy piece of steel. All right, let me rename this to hang on, I'm gonna actually go like this and like this, because it's gonna be the same name. I'm kind of consistent with this stuff, and this is gonna take us to form 2. Okay, that's its purpose. Now I just want to check something here. Y is 415. I'm kind of OCD about the spacing. 363, and it's 52 gap, so 415. That means this is going to be 467. I was close. Okay, rename this to form 2. You get the idea, okay? I've got the label done, so I'm just going to leave it, okay, for now. And I can lock this again. So I just added a new button. It's just going to be a false button right now, okay? But you get the idea. Whoops, silly me. Form 2, Bob, what are you doing? You ever notice that I actually am not too bad at catching my little silly mistakes? Not bad. All right, so let's get our buttons to work now. All right, form 1. Was I done with organizing all this? I think so, yeah. And then go to here. Quick question here. I changed this to main. Did I create the events yet for it? No, I haven't. Okay, perfect. So let's do that. The same common ones. Again, you're going to have to do some searching to see what all these other ones do. I'm not too concerned about it. We're kind of keeping it simple, right? Let's just do the stuff that, you know, if you're learning here, right? I don't want to make it overcomplicated. Okay, mouse hover, mouse hover. Everything's consistent, guys and gals, okay? Just make certain you are using the correct name for the button. And one more. Mouse click. Again, just get them all done. There'll probably be an enable change, but I'm not too worried about it. We're trying to speed things up here. Okay, mouse click. That's the most important one. All right. And those are going to be, let's see, where do I want to place them? So we have exit here at the bottom. Reload at the bottom, reset controls at the bottom. We got the start, and I think it was above start, right? Yeah. So I'm going to paste them here. Don't mess things up. Go to parent, and then I'll just go like this, main page. Okay, good enough. Okay. Go to line 1. There. And then all I'm gonna do is just the cursor stuff, okay? That's it. All right, there we go. So now we have the our buttons set up and ready for code. Okay, our form 1's ready for code, and our parent button is ready for code. What happened? What the? How did? Whoa. Hang on, don't save. We're gonna start that again. I don't know what happened there. Wow. Okay, run it again. Hopefully it didn't save whatever was happening. Hang on, guys, gals. Just wait. Bear with me. Unexpected circumstances! One sec. Please have patience. All right, guys and gals. Thank you so much for your patience. We are over the time right now, but I wanted to finish this up for you. Good news. We got it back. I don't know what I did. I'm just clicking and doing things kind of quickly. It's not like I hit a delete button. What's up? Okay, so I'm going to run this. Form A. Okay, good. We're good up to this point. Thank goodness for that. No idea what happened there. We have our main button, so we're okay. Let's see. I don't have my tab stops all set up properly either, so I'd have to go through all that. Let's see. What was the last one? I'm gonna just change this to 12, and this to 13 for now. Okay. Good enough. Okay. Because we added the 2 new ones. I just want to kind of get this code done. So, how are we doing here? Okay, everything kind of did that. That's fine. So let's go to our buttons. All right, so here, okay, we're okay. Whew! I was worried for a second, boys and girls. I was really worried. I honestly don't know what happened there. It's almost like I had everything selected and I hit delete. It wasn't refreshing or something. I think it was something to do with the GUI. I don't know. I'm thinking that's probably what it was. So we didn't lose everything, we just couldn't see it. All right. Form A code. So Form A. Let's go to Form A and let's go from Form A to Form 1. Okay? That's the goal. All right? And the code for that is, so what I want to do is I'm going to hide this. I want to hide it. Okay? It's going to be there. It's still going to be using processes or resources. It's just going to be hidden. Okay? So I'm going to use a this. This means this. Okay? Let me just finish this. Okay, method. I'm adding, it's a hide method. Okay? Let me go like this. This means this. Okay? This form. Okay? That's what we're talking about. I didn't quite get that done as well. Let's see. So go back to form. Here we go. I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to do the same thing here as well. Just use the standard cursors. It's good enough. Okay? I want to finish up here. All right. So, from Form A, we want to go to Form 1. So this dot, it's a built-in method called hide. All the 3D purple cubes are methods, guys and gals. Again, tips and tricks here. So this dot hide, the dot separator, and we want to go to Form 1. So we type Form 1. We want to create an instance. Okay, we need an object. Okay, we're going to call that object F1. We're just going to keep, I like to kind of call them, they're not variables, it's an object name. It's still technically like a variable, but it's an object. An object can do a lot, store a lot more information than a variable can. A variable is like just a singular thing it can store, that's it, or hold. Okay, in memory. And it's already figured it out what we want to do. We're newing up here, okay? This is part of coding lingo that you'll learn if you're learning C++ or C#. We're newing up here, okay? This is on the heap, okay? Dynamic. Back color, nah, don't want to do all that. So I want to go F1. Now I'm using my object and I want to show. This case, I want to show dialogue. You have two choices, show or show dialogue. Okay, it has to do with modal and not modal and that. Let's do a quick search on just as an example, what is the difference between show and show dialogue? And then just go C#, okay? All right. The results are, the primary difference between show and show dialogue is whether the new window is modal or modeless. Modal or modeless. So what it means essentially is, I'm sure you've had this happen. You've used Windows. You have a window open, right? And then you try to, let me just run this, okay? So, and then you try to click the file or the another window that's behind it. Well, sometimes this will flash. It'll flash, right? That's the difference, right? Modal or modeless. Sometimes you can click and access another window from behind this window. Okay? Makes sense? I hope so. I'd have to show you by having another form, right? Anyways, I always use, in my case, I use show dialogue. Okay? Now let's go to Form 1 and do the code behind for that. So we could go back to main, right? That's what we want to do. Okay. Child form 2, child form 1. I want to, okay, let me just go like this. Close. I'm going to open up a different one here. Which one am I working in? This one. Okay, here we go. To go back to the parent form. So this is something I'm going to say to avoid, dispose. I've had the break issue on that, so avoid that. Use this close. Okay, again, we're this closing form 1. Okay, because you don't want it running in the background using processes. Okay, bits and bytes, right? So, but we want to go to form A. So, let's see, right here. Form A, right? Just looking at my other code here. Where's the one where I have the code for form A? Where'd you go? Main page. There it is. Okay, found it. Okay. This close, form A. FA is going to be my object and equals new form A. And then FA dot show. Okay, not show dialog. And there we go. That's it. That's the code basically to swap between windows. Okay? All right. Let's load it. I've Control Shift B, that's another tip. You'll notice that I tried to explain that earlier or in the prior video. I just kind of tend to go off on tangents, you know, that's me. Okay, so Control Shift B is to build, and then whenever you build, it also saves. Okay. All right, let's run this. So here we go. Let me go like this, like this. Okay. And now let's go to form 1. There we go. And if you notice, there is no other form behind. Okay, so it's hidden. Right? So now we can do our stuff. Right? 3 and I don't know, say 5. And this is, I don't know, 12. And this is 11. Okay? Click Start. Display values. It's probably a min and max I have. Quantity error. Where did I get the 5 from? Okay, there we go. I have a min and max value, I think. I believe it's still displayed 512. Hang on, let's. It still had the value to error. Okay, reset, exit. Let's do that again. Run. Or I'm just thinking again, this is one of those things where I'm working on multiple applications that I can't recall what I did and what. So I have to constantly refresh my mind what I did. Typically at text blocks, you're only allowed, again, it has to do with data types, and there's a max value that you're only allowed to, you can't go over it. 512 is well below that. Again, we're using, well, they are doubles. I'm not sure what I did there or what happened. And I don't have a max value set up yet, so I don't know what happened there. Okay, here we go. Let's do it again. 2 and 5 and 12 and 11. Start, display, there we go. And calculate, there we go. And of course that could be reduced to 3/5. Reset, reload. And so here's the next thing we got to get to, right? So there's some code, extra code that you have to do, because we don't, when we hit reload, right? So I'm gonna go form 1 and then exit. As a matter of fact, we want to maybe take that exit button and move it to our main page. So we got to do a little playing around, messing around. So stay tuned for that, guys and gals. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah. I hope you learned something today. Lots on my mind. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Hopefully you learned something today. I was able to show you something new that you did not know. Again, I try to break things, I guess, and fix them. All right, so stay tuned. We're going to have to do some code behind, because we don't want the main page reloaded again in the code. If you notice, when we hit the reload button, it does a full application restart. All right, so we're going to have to do some changing and working around. Let's go. I'm Johnny with Bologna&Weiners Coding. I appreciate you for being here and watching. I know I say it a lot, but I just want you to know and understand that I do. I care. And whoever you are, wherever you are, thanks so much for watching. Lurker and Twerker, appreciate you being here, watching the live stream. You're awesome. I'm Johnny, and that's it. I'm shaddying, addying. Take care, guys. Peace.